Welcome back to Backstage Pass Podcast. I am Adam Wylie. This is my co-host, Justin Claypool.
It's me.
It is you. And we're live in person here. And I'm super excited because we have two guests that I've actually been wanting to have on the podcast for a long time, but we are saving it until we could do this in person. This is our second ever in-person podcast because of COVID. You're living in Utah. I'm living in California. But please welcome two amazing people, Rachel and David. Hi, guys.
Hey,
how's it going?
everyone?
Thanks
How
for
you
having
doing?
us.
Wow, that was not Backstreet Boys. That was insane.
Coming in hot.
Oh, that was funny.
That was so hot. It was 98 degrees. What other
Actually,
things can I
I will let her do that
say?
again. Go ahead, please.
What up?
Very good. And my name is actually Billy Corrigan.
From the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes.
That's very true.
I get
You
it.
could also be
I get
Pitbull with the right glasses.
Or
Yes,
Mr. Clean.
Yes, that's
Or
true.
Mr.
Yeah.
Gotta
Depends
get
how
some
you're feeling.
bigger
Yeah.
glasses.
Or
bigger
Flea.
frames.
Now, David, you and I have known each other for an incredibly long amount of time.
Yes.
I remember we did a Nintendo 64 commercial together
Wow.
when
my
we
gosh.
were teenagers, and you showed me some of the first actual sleight of hand magic I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. Yes, that is correct. And I do remember that time.
Yeah.
That was fun. I believe I showed you was it?
You showed me the levitation,
Yeah, sure. But I also showed
which
you
making your body levitate, by the way, for those
Yes,
of you who don't.
yeah.
Yeah,
the full
You
body
levitated,
levitation.
like 4 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to
It was
talk when
insane.
we're done.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting, like that level.
And then you also did cigarette manipulation.
Yes, which
Yep.
it was Tom Mullica. And Tom,
Yep.
yeah, and that was great because at that time I was 15 and I found it extremely hilarious that a 12-year-old knew exactly who Tom Mullica was. And I thought that was funny. I'm doing it with the pen and he's like, "Oh, that's Tom Mullica, cigarette manipulation." And I was like, "Aha, you're 12."
It's true, and I also have never smoked in my life except for on camera, and still was very fascinated by all kinds of manipulation. So the fact that was that you were doing that live to me in person, I thought was incredible. And then you were also doing some card manipulation as well.
Yeah, and I believe some coin, because I know coin was always my thing that I enjoyed doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, since then, we have done a lot of stuff together. We've done a lot of magic failed shows. We've done a lot of magic groups that we've been a part of. And as entertainers, we've grown and done lots of things. And then here I start TikTok because Josh Sussman was like, "You need a TikTok. You need to listen to Gary Vee and you need to make a TikTok because it's the wave of the future for entertainers."
Absolutely.
And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And then here we are, David having already a few million followers on the app when I'm here. He was well over 1 million already. How did this all happen for you guys? First of all, let's also give Rachel a platform here. Rachel's incredible. And we haven't known each other as long.
No.
But you started out on the app doing stuff with your sister, and then it's grown to arts and crafts. It's grown to pranking. It's grown to so much stuff. You are kind of a jack of all trades on this app.
Yeah, I actually started out as a twin channel, so I would do pranks and challenges with my twin, but we ended up going separate ways. Now I'm the girl like you. I do hacks, tips, and reviews. Speaking
I
of
love that.
tips, I remember you commenting on one of my videos with the salt. Balancing the salt.
I love that. I used to do it all the time as a kid.
Literally, that's one of my favorite little party hacks, just trying to break the ice. And I did it, but you told me that it balances on a single grain of salt.
1 grain of salt because they are very close to perfectly square.
That's pretty crazy.
Isn't that
I didn't even know
gnarly?
that.
What, salt?
Yes.
Like a grain
The
of salt
grain
is...
of salt is
it's a
square.
cube.
It's a cube. Isn't that crazy? So that's why you can balance a salt shaker.
Okay, reminder to myself.
nice.
I'm
Okay,
breaking
good.
out my
I'm like-
microscope.
and gonna try to look at it
I'm
under a
gonna look
microscope.
at it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look at it.
it's so very true.
Factor cat.
That was cool.
Oh, it should be on Factor Cat.
Yeah,
We should
Factor
actually
Cat.
send it.
Speaking of
Oh,
Factor
okay.
Cat, we
Tell
just
me.
ran
On
into
the
them
way-
today.
on the way
Nobody stole
over
my
here,
idea.
we were she was driving and we at the same time saw this guy and she's like, "Factor Cap," and I rolled down the window. I'm like, "Yo, I love your stuff." And I'm like, "You've featured me a couple times in your videos." And he was like, DM me, and it was the guy with the more accent.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
the dude. He was the dude.
They
He's-
must live
like
around
Xavier.
here.
They do.
Xavier.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
Hollywood.
nice guy.
Oh my! I'm totally gonna try to message them and be like, "Hey, I heard that David ran into you and
That's
Rachel.
so
That's so
funny.
crazy."
Yeah, dude, super nice guy, and he was on the phone, so I felt like that weird fan that was like, "Yo, I love your stuff."
We were
but-
shouting from our car.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
How
But
did
you know, he's
social?
used to it.
I've noticed shouting from your car here in California, especially in Hollywood, is not uncommon.
No,
No.
It works,
People
though.
don't even like.
I
blink.
saw some
Like, it's
fantastic,
just-
awful things today.
Right? I'm sure. Well, we went on like such a quick tour
Oh my god!
of LA. I gave Justin and his wife Jen a
Ooh.
2.5 hour tour and literally covered from Calabasas to Hollywood.
To
What?
Oregon. Yeah. and
We
back.
need to be taking this tour.
So-
We're brand new.
2.5
I'm still
hours.
So this
exploring
is,
the whole
this is
entire
what was so
area.
good about it. So this is what's great about having friends that have lived here forever. And
Yeah.
Adam, you've never lived. Well, I mean, you
I've
lived a little
in
bit in New York,
but
yeah.
not. I mean, it wasn't an amount of time where.
But I was like, yeah. Jen's like, I would like to see this, this, and this. You're like, okay, got it. And then it's like a human GPS. You just plotted everything, and within 2 hours, we literally did everything. And you did the most awful thing. You introduced my wife to In and Out.
I did.
Ooh.
I did, and that's the worst thing you can do because now she's addicted.
Yeah.
There
So,
is
so now
nothing
she's
wrong
like,
with
hey,
In-N-Out.
when you're done,
Nothing.
we need In and Out.
Yep.
In fact,
That
you're
is
going
true.
to In and Out after this, just
Yeah.
for her,
Yeah, just for her.
which is nuts. That I mean,
It's so
crazy.
funny. It's so
Are
funny.
you leaving today?
No, we're leaving tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna we'll be in Vegas for the day.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
gonna be
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
Poor
Driving,
baby.
flying, or train?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Oh.
Yeah, driving.
Good
Or
movie.
boat?
Yeah,
Nice,
because
nice.
it's not
Great
it's not
movie.
too far to get to where I live in Utah. So
John
Yeah,
Candy. or-
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Those aren't pillows. Okay. My favorite line from that movie in the world. How did social media become a career for you guys? Like, how did this evolve? Because David, we performed together live so much.
Yeah. So I think what it is more than anything, like when you're starting on any app, in my opinion, have fun first and foremost. I remember
advice.
when you
Yeah.
told me you were like, I remember you coming to me
I did.
saying that I need help, and you were, but it was Instagram, and I said, if you really want my help, you got to go all in on TikTok, and then you're like, yep, I'll do whatever you say, and then but you actually have done everything, and the work is in the pudding. And I remember you saying, I'm never going to edit though,
Yep.
to
Yeah.
now editing
That's exactly what I
America.
said.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I think I'm getting it, but I'm not going to edit. I was like, oh, sure. And then like about a month later, he's like, okay, what editing apps do you and Rachel use? And then we like sent all those to you. And, but like just seeing your progression, it's been, it's been amazing.
You guys have been a huge help to me from just telling me like teaching me how to get rid of all of the unnecessary stuff in my videos. A
Yep.
lot of people like they start out, hi friends, hello people, hi everyone, and like pleasantries, you just got to get to the meat. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you going to show
Yep.
them in that ending? And that's what really you guys taught me a lot about that.
Yeah, these Gen Zers, you have to hook them right away within the first 3 seconds.
Hook them and book them.
Literally, we'll film a video and it'll be like 30 seconds and chop, 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 17-second video.
And
You
I'll
just have to cut all the bullshit.
I'll even
amazing.
post up the same video and like it does it does okay, and then I'm like, I think it can do better. I go back, I sliver like maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds off,
Mm.
a little bit smaller, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, it banged, and she's like, how much did you cut off? I'm like, 4 seconds, and she's like, yeah, like 4 seconds is such a drastic
It will make a
thing.
difference.
It makes a huge difference, because that's the first thing you were telling me. You were like, well, talk about something that's interesting to you, and at that time I was struggling, like I don't know what
And
to
you've
talk
done
about.
so many interesting things.
And so I started talking about Freemasonry, and
Mhm.
I made that baby video where
Oh,
I was eating
so
prime
funny.
rib. I'm like, yeah, this is what we do. We eat babies.
And it just exploded. Like it got
And-
a few
and it
hundred
did
thousand
really- it
views.
did
and I was
very
like,
well,
what
yeah.
the-
But that's because does it really? Because there's already a mystery on Freemasons, so you fed into that,
yeah.
and that's what TikTok is that audience. Not
Yeah,
TikTok itself is
exactly.
about creativity, but TikTok audience is about storytelling.
Yes.
So they'll believe you,
Yeah.
and that's like that's why when you do some of your content where it's like not factor cap. I mean, you can literally be showing them like how it's done, but because it has a certain like aesthetic and kind of flow to it, they're engaged to where they're like, does this really work? And like they question
Yeah.
it, even though it's like something real, it's like Mentos in a Coke bottle. Everyone's done it and it's
Absolutely.
the same results.
Yeah.
But they'll still.
You
They'll
have to
still
do it for
question it.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
David, I have an interesting question.
Oh
for
wait.
you.
Oh, hold on. I know we
Tell
got
me.
sidetracked. So you said how were we able to turn it into like a living?
Yeah,
And
how do you turn it into a
so
career?
you turn it into a living by turning it into a brand. Like
Ah,
so
makes sense.
I would say when you first started, you said I need to get a following. I said, yeah, go in all in that. And then you said, oh hey, my magic videos aren't doing that well. And I said, that's fine. Do everything else because you don't want to just be a magician. You want to be this, this, and this. And then what ended up hitting was a scripted sketch type of a acting
Hodgepodge, yeah.
with about magic.
Right.
And it was like, wow, like the whole, coup de grace, just like it all came together and you're just like, wow. And the culmination of everything that I was doing individually becomes my platform. Now, off of that, your brand of being a talented actor, magician, and now your brand is solid. Adam Wylie is solid now as
He's
that
all
thing.
these things,
So-
not just
Yeah.
one thing.
So now with you being
Mm.
able to go and get money, now you know exactly get money by branding deals. Now you know exactly what your worth is because you know what your brand is, you know your brand's direction, you know what works, what doesn't work. So therefore, if they say, hey, we want you jumping around in a tutu, and you're like, no, it's not gonna bang, they'll listen to you.
Because you know
Right.
your
You
work
know your-
better than
yeah.
anybody
Well,
else.
you've got the credibility. You
your
got
audience,
the
dude.
credibility behind it too.
True.
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate that. What I was asking you earlier, do you ever find yourself, now I've done this a couple of times where I know exactly how something works. Like let's say the kids trick with the sword and the compass.
Yeah.
Right? I put on there, I commented to everyone that said like how it worked. I commented that they were wrong. I
Oh, yeah.
literally gaslit every single person. And what that was to do was because I knew what the algorithm at that time was boosting comments.
Yes.
The more people that commented that aren't you, the better. So I gaslit every single person, even though I knew how it worked,
No, that's funny.
just so that they'd argue with me.
But it's engaging. That's what they need.
Sure. Okay.
That's what they
Yeah.
want. They want
They-
the fun trolley meme
Absolutely.
mentality
Absolutely.
behavior, because then you go live and they connect with you, which I told you how important live was, which I think that
Yes.
going live allows you to connect with your audience on a different level, and they get to see you. Okay, you know what, this guy isn't really like that, but he is kind of really like this in real life. So he's kind of like with me, and with you, like we are naturally hype. We're naturally fun, and we naturally do things together. So like when we go live together and we're doing our couple stuff, like they fall in love with
Couple
us.
time adventures?
And we're not
Yes,
couple time
exactly.
adventures. Go follow us.
Please. It's a really good page. It's a great page. I love your guys' competitions where you guys win money or iPhones or like it's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
again, you gotta
Blinkos.
you gotta keep it engaging,
Good
Yeah.
engaging.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, oh, who's gonna win it?
Yeah.
Who's
We're-
gonna win it?
We're
Oh, that's so
changing it
cool.
now. Like, it's going to be instead of prizes, because we don't want to encourage people. Like, it's all about like this lifestyle of like bougie
Money,
this and bougie
yeah.
that. Like, I'll be
Sure,
honest
sure,
with you,
sure.
money's fake. It's like we're actors. Okay. Oh my god, the phones are empty. Shit, I'm calling my mom, going, "Hey mom, you get a new phone every single week. Can I
Oh
have
my
the
gosh,
box?"
I
Like,
love
that's
that.
literally right. So,
funny.
Yeah, we just need the box.
yeah, so what we are going
That's
to
it.
do moving forward with filming, I think we're going to be more realistic with like the things, like, winner doesn't get to eat, and loser.
Wait, wait a minute.
Sorry,
wait a
loser.
minute. Wait a
Loser.
minute.
Sorry.
I'm gonna listen.
Sorry,
that's a
loser
really good
doesn't get to
twist.
eat.
What-
Yeah.
Maybe he
If
doesn't
you
get to eat a
win-
treat, but let's not encourage people to maybe not have a meal here and there. I'm just kidding.
If you win, you don't.
Loser
eat,
has to
period.
cook.
Yeah, that's
meal.
right.
Loser
Yeah,
has to cook the meal.
and
There's a
doesn't-
good
and
one.
From
doesn't-
scratch.
and doesn't get to eat.
Uh-oh, I'm screwed. I would
Oh,
be
Like-
that's so funny.
Gets to watch me eat it.
And all
Yes.
Because I'm gonna win.
and all the loser gets to eat is almonds. Unsalted
Ew.
raw almonds.
I
Oh.
actually have those as a snack, and they are fantastic.
They are,
I
but-
actually love
Unsalted?
almonds.
Yes.
They are good.
Unsalted raw almonds. I love them. I don't know
I have to have a little bit of salt. So
Nah, I don't
let's
need
talk
it.
about almonds.
Or loser doesn't get
Jen's
to
hooked
sleep
on these
for
almonds
24
that are like
hours.
flavored like
Shit, I'd
pickles.
live stream that whole thing.
What?
That'd be fun.
They have almonds
sorry.
that are flavored like pickles.
Yes, I've had those. They're
Those are
delicious.
really
I
good.
And
love
cashews.
pickles and I love
Yes.
vinegar everything.
It's
Oh.
disgusting. You guys
Pickles?
are all
Oh, you're
disgusting.
Shut up.
What are these
You don't like
comments?
pickles?
Ketchup is too spicy for him.
I like
That's
reading
not
these
true.
comments.
Okay?
Ketchup's too spicy for you?
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
Mhm.
Maybe pepper veganese, but not
Veganese.
not ketchup. Okay, don't listen to
You
this
just
man.
made up
But-
words.
But
I'm
pickles.
not making up words.
No, veganese
Pickles.
is a real word.
Rachel,
Oh.
did you do a lot
That's
of
real-
pranks
real word.
growing up?
I actually, well, I'm an identical twin. If you guys didn't know that before, but
I didn't know that.
I didn't intentionally do the pranks. It just kind of happened because people couldn't tell the difference.
You're
between
super
us.
good at them, by the way.
Thank you.
What's your favorite prank moment that you had in your experience with your twin? Do you recall one?
I'm really
honestly,
glad
I
David's
think
here.
Right?
my sister was coming home from school. She had no idea what was going on. Did not expect it at all. I put the camera up right on the table, faced it towards the door. David walked in first, which was good because I had a pie in my hand and I saw him. So I'm like, shit, good thing I didn't like jump right into it right when someone opened the door. David walked through. Liz was right behind her. Bam! Pied her straight in the face. Turns over to the camera.
Oh my god.
Sees the camera. She's like, "You bitch!" Fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's so
And it-
good.
It was like she needed it too because I think she was coming home from like school or just
I think it was from school.
yeah, and
like an 8-hour day or something.
But the best part was the fact that you didn't pie me was like the validation where nothing was. Yeah, I walked through the door unscathed, and so then she's just like walking. Bam! You know that's why she hates us.
oh, you know what? It's because we were like going back and forth, tricking each other. Because I hopped right out of the shower and opened the door, so I was freshly clean, and then boom!
Oh, that's the worst. And then you have to
I
get
was like-
back in the shower.
Oh yeah,
Are you
and then
serious?
they have me
No.
filming all of this, so I'm like in between both of them. It's like one's using me to get the other one, and I'm like,
I'm like, David, why would you partner with
Please,
her?
please,
Like,
no,
I
I can't stand it. One of you mad at me all the time.
I'm like, but it's content.
yeah, and
that
then
one
there's that.
and a video I can't even watch. Literally with you, I start gagging the fart spray with David and him opening the cup and smelling
Was that
it.
really
horrible.
that
I
bad?
was
Oh, it was
gagging.
I
bad.
still have that fart spray. Here's what I did on the way home.
So bad.
Horrible.
So that fart spray is awful. I accidentally confused that for hand sanitizer on the way home.
You
No,
told
you
me about
didn't.
that.
And I went, shh, shh, shh.
Shut up.
And I went like this, and I went, this doesn't feel right.
Oh.
That's
And I
horrible.
realized that I
No.
had spray. It was on my new sweater.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
It was it's my whole car smelled like diarrhea
It's
Mm.
for
Oh my
probably
God.
like a week and a
Oh.
half, and
I
I
believe it.
couldn't wash my hands enough because it just kept staining.
honestly, it's
Like-
one of the nastiest smells I've ever smelled in my whole entire life.
I just wanted to ask, like, baby diarrhea or like
no,
your
this
sick
is like
diarrhea?
full
Like
fledged.
grown-
Like,
like grown up.
this was Taco Bell
Oh.
on
Oh.
a bad drunken night
Oh.
diarrhea.
Oh,
Like this
wow.
was full on brewing coffee. Like it
Oh.
was just no bueno. I was
Bubble guts.
done. Bubble guts
Oh.
galore. I was
Oh.
gone, and I'm sorry.
You
for
had
the
me
crap
with
talk.
brewing coffee.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I was just like, I know
Please,
that
Adam, be
feeling.
more descriptive. Thank
How
you.
did you guys meet?
Oh gosh.
Oh wow. Actually, social media, kind of.
Are you serious?
Kinda.
Yeah.
So my
Was it
brothers.
Tinder? Did someone swipe?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Really?
Kind of like Snapchat, you know.
Well, yeah, well, actually, I swiped through my cell phone and called my editor at the time and said, "Hey, I want to film the mannequin challenge, and I need 5-6 people."
And
And he said, "Great." He said, "I'm gonna call Ryan," which I knew Ryan,
my brother.
and I didn't know
Oh,
that.
nice.
And
Wow.
so I was like, "Okay, Ryan." And then he was like, "Yeah, he's got like a bunch of siblings." I'm like, "Cool." So we
6.
got 4 out of the 6
Yeah.
to show up, and we did the mannequin challenge.
We did
And the
mannequin
rest
challenge.
is history.
And then we've
And-
been dating for almost 5 years.
Yeah, the rest
Oh,
is
wow.
history. 5
Everyone-
years in January.
Dude.
I
and-
met my wife online.
How did you meet?
I met her on, I believe it was AOL.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Instant Messenger.
And she got mail?
Ah.
She
you
did-
just
she-
dated
Oh.
yourself.
I
Yeah.
did date myself. So
That's
it
really
was
crazy.
2001. Because after I'd come back from Kuwait. So we were deployed. I came back and I had this really cool roommate. His name was Mike. And
Alaska?
no. This guy was awful. But so I you just met people in chat rooms. So back in the day, kids, there were chat rooms. You'd go into these places and it was like ASL, that's age, sex, location, and there was a bunch of abbreviations,
Okay.
things like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
American Sign Language.
No, it's
That's
not
what I was
American
thinking.
Sign Language.
That's
that
what came
doesn't.
into my mind first.
ASL. ASL.
That's funny. So yeah, so I met my wife in a chat room, and then I
Wow.
promptly made her very upset because my roommate was like, "Hey, you need to ask her," because we didn't have the technology yet
Right.
to have like an instant photo.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Cell
true.
phones didn't even have that. So I was like, "Hey, what kind of bathing suit do you wear?
Why are you
Is
such a
it-
creep?
Is it a single piece? Is it a bikini?" And then she blocked me for 4 months.
I would have too, man. That's creepy.
Yeah, so, and then after that, we took a little break. She came back, and I was creeping because I didn't take her off my friends list. And she was working for Delta in Atlanta at the time. And I apologized. And she came to Fort Stewart, and within 2 weeks, we were married.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at that instant connection.
Yeah.
So you went from creep to Veep? I don't know
I-
what to say.
I went from creep
with that.
to married with a child.
Oh,
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, and then and Nick must have just been a baby.
Nick was 2.
Wow.
Nick
Wow.
is he'll be 23 this year.
wow.
Wow.
That's so cool, man. That's crazy town.
But moral of the story is you used to have to put a lot of work into meeting somebody back
That's
in the
true.
day.
That's true. That was a Wednesday, by the way. Whenever we say back in the day, it's always a Wednesday.
A
I don't
Wednesday.
know if you guys knew that.
I kind of have a story like that.
Tell me.
With us too,
What do you got?
but it wasn't really like a meeting thing. It was more like when we started dating, because you have to understand, like, her brother, the best friend was my editor, so I couldn't really like mess anything up. But at the end of the day,
No pressure,
that's not-
right?
Yeah, none. Ooh, that's like, is that me?
It's you, sir.
Okay, cool. And Tyree. And so her and I, we started dating, and we had to kind of keep it a secret from both of the
From
brothers. From Ryan
Ryan,
and
Kyle, and Bradley.
Yeah, all the brothers.
Wow.
Not
three
so
of
much
them.
Brad, but like definitely the other two. And Brad wasn't gonna do anything.
Yeah.
But like,
He's a baby.
I was just like, okay. And so we were on Snapchat. So we were like, we were doing the
Yes,
Snap
that's
thing.
right.
And then we, I think, transitioned into like cell phone time, when we were like starting to
Actually
date more.
texting.
Actually texting. But my AKA was Carol Davis.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Wait,
Carol
what?
Davis.
You wait. So let me get this straight. You were in his.
I
He
was in
was
your
in
phone.
my
my
as
phone
Carol
as
Davis?
Carol Davis.
Oh my
It's
God.
funny.
That's
I'm gonna put you in my phone as Carol Davis now.
Oh
You
my
are not
gosh.
Carol
That's
Davis.
genius.
That's a great memory.
Oh, that's so good.
I literally have 5 other siblings, and they're so nosy. And if my phone rings, they'll look at it and say, "Oh, yada yada." So Carol Davis.
Oh, it's just Carol Davis.
And then like
She called a lot.
and no one
Well-
suspected me.
and it was because it was the backstory. It was like, oh, it's this elderly woman that like I take care of, or that like
Oh my!
I've met,
goodness.
and they're like, oh, whatever.
friends with.
Like, yeah, they were just like, okay, whatever.
What a
like
perfect name,
after
Carol.
that, yeah,
I know.
Carol Davis.
I don't
And
know.
it was great because like they would never question you. All you had to say was older female friend of yours, and they were like, okay.
I think it was funny because like my sister, we shared rooms,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, who are you on the phone with?" I'm like, "Carol Davis, Carol Davis." And then like we ended up getting together, and then I was like, "Okay, I need to tell you something." David's Carol Davis, and she's like, "David's Carol Davis."
So what happened when they found out? What was
My
that
family
explosion like?
members?
Yeah.
Actually, my
Was
brother,
it accepting?
my brother Ryan wanted me to meet him, and said that he felt like we would connect.
Yeah.
Well, he
that
was
yeah.
right.
And then Kyle,
Yeah.
the older brother, we decided to be
Professional about it.
respectful.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Respectful.
Not professional.
Respectful.
Respectful, but yeah, in a professional way.
In a professional way.
We called him out to dinner,
Yes.
and I went to the bathroom,
Yes.
and when we saw him coming, and because I didn't want, because she was like, "Hey, I have some good news, and I'm going to share it with you," and then like he'd walk in and see me, and he'd get it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead, I went to the bathroom, and we kind of like tsunami bombed him, and like I walked behind him and sat down at the empty. I was like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like, "Oh, what's up?" He's
We like literally timed it and like scripted this out, like from a
Yeah.
movie scene.
yeah, and he's like, "I kind of figured that out."
Yeah, he's like,
I
I
figured
kind
it
of
out."
figured it.
I was like, cool.
But he was cool with it, so that's good.
As long as they were cool with it and they didn't like destroy you so much,
No.
like that's good. That's all. That's wonderful, and it's obviously worked. It's obviously lasted. I've never seen David, in my opinion, happier. To be honest, I've known him obviously for years and years and years, and you guys have really helped me with all of social media. I definitely wouldn't be in the position that I'm in without you guys. I wouldn't be editing.
Aw.
I wouldn't be doing any of my own stuff at all. I wouldn't have even gotten started. So thank you.
Aw.
We have gifts for you guys for being
There's
on
so
the
many
podcast.
feels.
Shut
Oh
up.
yeah.
We do.
Yes.
Hey, tell them.
Look at this.
Okay.
Here.
So-
You're the best at
I-
Merita.
So this is Miss Marita's hard candy slides. You
They're
can find
delicious.
them at hardcandyslides.com. They literally are the best hard candy I've ever had in my life.
Really?
You both
I love
will get a
those.
bottle of your choosing. There are more
Ooh.
flavors inside that bin.
Oh.
But this is one guy in Louisiana who makes all of the candy out of his kitchen in Louisiana. They're incredibly well labeled, and there is no bad flavor.
No,
This literally
they're all
tastes
really,
like an
really
amaretto
good.
drink. It's incredible.
Wow.
It's so good, and you guys will have a blast. You can pick from several flavors that we have over there. If you don't love amaretto, dreaming, but you both get your own individual flavor anyway.
But
Sick.
Scott's amazing, and we really we connect with him because a lot of the gifts that we have or that come through, they're all handmade, and seriously, he's in the kitchen with one pot. And
Yeah.
there's such an amazing story behind how
Fun
he
fact.
started his business.
Absolutely.
I grew up on pastilles. That's what
Oh,
I
did
call
you?
them. Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember going to, I believe, like Albertsons. That's where my mom would work.
Yep.
Worked and
That's where Fat Movie Dad works currently.
Yeah.
really
Yep.
dope.
Manager
And
at Albertsons.
there's still Albertsons around. Where?
Yeah.
That's where I go.
And
it's my store.
It was a tin of
Yeah.
they look just like these.
Yes.
Like they were the small hard candies, the white dust, and I remember they were like $5. Like they're not,
And they're so
not
good and they
cheap.
last forever.
But I've always been a fan, and I always have to have some sort of a hard candy around. So
Yeah.
I'm
He loves
excited.
candy, so this is
This is
like
gonna be
some of
brilliant.
the
You're gonna be
medications I
addicted.
take really dry me out
Okay.
and like just destroy
Yes.
like
Yes.
mouth saliva production and stuff. So those like for reference, that entire bottle is like $8.50.
Oh, that's dude.
And
That's
it lasts
Dang.
for
4 times the
forever.
amount.
Yeah.
All you
What's
need
in
is
the-
2
Yeah.
or 3 to
It's
just pop
it's
them and you're good.
insane.
They're amazing. You're gonna have a great time with those. So that's gonna be good for you to get around. One time I had 10 different flavors.
Yeah, I know. You
Dang,
have a bit
how
of a
many flavors does he
problem.
have?
He's
All of them.
he honestly he cycles through them. So he's got seasonal flavors, and then he's got little things that he just messes around with. He's created a whoops.
Yes.
A whoops.
And this was actually your
This
suggestion
was
on the
one of my-
podcast.
yeah,
on this
so-
podcast.
So
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
So
Well,
if you're
explain it.
familiar like with Jelly Belly, they've got the
Belly
Bean
flops. is
yeah
what
the
they're called.
belly flops.
Yeah.
No, they're
Bean
belly
Boozled
flops.
is the different flavors. Belly flops are the irregular
They're
shape.
odd shaped
it.
and weird.
Yeah.
So you get a whole bag of just random stuff. So I was like, Scott, it'd be really
That's
cool.
smart.
Like you should do something like that, and he did. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So you never
I'm
know what
so
flavor
excited.
you're gonna get. They're not
Oh.
colored in any particular sort of way.
Exactly.
So you get them and it's whoops, we don't know the flavor, and you have
Yep.
to guess the flavor as you
That's-
go.
That's
Oh, that's so
fun.
cool.
It's
That's
pretty
my
cool.
jam.
Mystery
Even-
bag.
It's,
Yeah.
pretty, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool having a guy that can make candy.
That's pretty rad.
And then the other thing is,
What's in the jar?
I made a short reference earlier that I am a Freemason. We
are?
have I've got a brother that makes jewelry and aprons and stuff like that.
Really nice.
We have a nice set of cufflinks.
Ooh.
This is actually the Masonic Tartan Apron, the pattern, and then
Oh,
he
that's
makes
beautiful.
he makes all of
pretty.
these cufflinks by hand, and he's like, would you like to share that with people? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Dude,
Absolutely.
that's so pretty.
I was telling Adam that I'm a fan of cufflinks and tight
Yeah.
tight clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are beautiful. I love the
Yeah. Aren't those
fabric.
great?
Obviously, you're not going to be able to wear the cufflinks unless you have a French cuff.
French cuff,
and
yeah.
unless Rachel, you buy a French cuff shirt. So Rachel, I think you should pick 2 bottles of candy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll pick 2 bottles of candy.
I
yeah.
think that'd be great.
That's amazing.
I'd rock
But that's
these.
I
at
suggest the mermaid
that's at
or the unicorn.
MasonicTartanApron.com.
Oh gosh.
The owner is his name is Sam, and he
Oh,
was kind
Sam.
enough to give those to us and for us to
Aw.
share that with you.
So thank you, Sam, and thank you, Scott.
Yeah,
I love
two
that.
of our
Absolutely.
sponsors.
So you said this was the
That is the Masonic Tartan Apron. I'll give you a little paper that kind of explains
Oh,
where it
that's
came
awesome.
from
Yeah,
and
the heritage
and,
of it and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Awesome. Well,
It's really
thanks,
fun.
Sam.
Really
Thanks,
neat.
Scott.
Thank you, Sam.
Right.
Thank you, Scott.
We
It's
appreciate it.
I
fantastic.
actually want to know what flavor you want to choose because I would love to try one.
Let's
Why
see
don't
the
you
flavors.
go to the bin?
Okay.
Let's
Go
see
to
the
the bin
flavors.
right
there's
now.
a whole bunch in
There's
the
a bin. Why don't you just choose a flavor? We'll pop it open so that we can try it right now.
Yeah,
Why not?
Right underneath
Live
the,
with
the
everybody.
cloak of darkness.
Dang, there's a bunch.
Yeah, I brought them all.
Yeah, let's do it. Pop
Sorry,
open a flavor.
Scott, we're gonna
Any
need some
flavor
more
you want.
candy.
Unicorn Deuce.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's so good.
Unicorn Deuce.
Oh gosh, grab that one too.
It's so good.
I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna bring
Yeah,
them.
look at them, bring them down. Let's see what you want.
Oh, we got root beer,
And it
Oh,
tastes exactly like
Those
root beer
taste like
barrel,
the old
only
root
better.
beer
my
barrel.
Oh,
gosh.
mermaid.
watermelon.
Yeah, the mermaid is really good.
Southern mermaid.
Southern mermaid's also really
Unicorn Deuce.
Unicorn Deuce. Oh,
I'm-
dude, this looks amazing.
Unicorn
Yeah. And
Deuce is
watermelon.
pretty darn good, and the watermelon. I love the watermelon
Agreed.
too.
Should we do these ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
open
go.
one right now.
Let's go. Open it up.
Sorry, Steve.
All right, Scott. These are genuine
Scott.
reactions. Steve,
Scott. No, sorry, Scott.
Does
I'm
it
really
smell like
excited.
genuine
right now.
Yes, it
reaction?
does.
Okay.
It smells
here we go.
delightful.
I'm like really excited. So one at a time.
Oh, you need 2, 3?
yeah,
Whatever.
Adam puts like he's like a squirrel.
I'll do one.
Hey, what's that over there?
I'm
A
gonna do.
squirrel.
I'm gonna do this fun flavor.
I'll do one of these and then a
Iridescent.
couple of those.
Ooh, it's iridescent.
It is.
And he's got a TikTok also.
He does.
Dude,
and
this shit
it
is
sh-
so
he shows
good.
The,
Right?
the process of
Mm.
I
rolling
know.
them out by hand and everything.
This shit
Aren't those
slaps.
good?
It slaps hard. It's
Dude.
So-
fire. Like
Double-
fire melon.
Double slap across the face.
So I'm a big fan of like Jolly Rancher stuff, but I'll be honest
Mhm.
with you, I'm a biter. I
Yeah,
bite ice cream. I
He
bite.
does.
I
So
do
this,
the same
Love
thing.
biting ice
I'm a
cream.
sucker biter.
These
Yep.
bite soft, so they
So,
don't-
yeah, I mean, like I for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
had
I
them
don't
and then
feel like I'm gonna break my teeth.
Thank you,
Mm-mm.
producer Ben. That was really good. Nice.
I was exactly where. Look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah, give,
Oh, do the mix. Wait,
do the
wait,
mix.
do the mix. Let's
Throw
see what
them- throw
happens.
them all in
Do
your
the
mouth.
mix.
There you go.
How's the mix of unicorn and watermelon?
You got me.
You know what this reminds
I
me
actually
of?
like this one even better than the watermelon, and I love artificial watermelon.
Oh damn.
What's it remind you of?
Disneyland.
Disney.
Yeah.
Happiness and joy.
Yeah. those like twirl suckers.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Mm.
I used to get them all the time as a kid. I loved them.
Mm.
Those were the best.
I see what you're saying. Dude, that shit's awesome.
It's good.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
It like I said, if you go to the website, like you can read about how he
Grab
started the
Just two.
business and
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
My bad.
thanks, Adam.
I like love the texture because it's like
Yeah.
super soft and I just want to like lick the jolly like
Yeah.
Mhm.
delicately and enjoy it.
It's
I
so
think-
good.
Don't they also make the sugar stuff? for
Yeah, I
coffee?
had the lemon sugar in my coffee today.
Yeah.
So they make
Wait,
candy
lemon
sugars.
in your coffee
Yeah, lemon
Sugar
sugar.
too?
together?
Lemon sugar
Mm.
in my coffee
Ooh,
with
I-
cream, and it
I
was
don't-
like
I
a
don't know about
lemon
that.
coffee awesome. They also make root beer.
Oh wow.
The root beer one
That's
tastes like a
amazing.
root beer float, but with coffee. It's amazing.
Mm.
You can add them to your cakes or your desserts. Anyway, I mean, like, it's freaking amazing.
Dude,
So
phenomenal.
there is a discount. There is a promo for
What is it?
for our podcast listeners.
We love
It's
discounts.
Backstage past 10.
Backstage
That's it.
past 10. Rachel, you
too
get one
easy.
more, by the way.
Yeah.
I get one more?
Yeah, you get one
Another
more
one?
because you
Get
don't.
another one.
Oh
Because
my
you guys
gosh.
got an individual one, and then you get one more because you don't have cufflinks.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, yes.
Southern Mermaid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you mentioned earlier.
It's sweeter than both of those.
Really?
If
No.
you like sweet, this is sweeter.
I love sweet.
Trust me.
I mean, oh my god.
I can't get enough of sweet.
He's got a blue raspberry
This is
lemonade.
even this one I think
That's
is a
really
million
good,
times
too.
better than this, and this is great.
These
ASMR.
These are like really gourmet.
Yeah.
Look, it's ASMR Pop Rocks. Well, it's
Yeah.
not really. It's Maritas, but still.
I know. No, it actually doesn't hurt your teeth when you bite into it.
No.
It's like
No,
No.
they don't.
the best.
And it almost
Hard
makes a
candy.
different hard candy in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mixed with this the saliva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Try it.
I'm gonna turn
See what you think. Wow.
You want some?
Always.
It's like fidget.
He's excited.
It's
Tell me.
like fidget candy.
It just looks so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yours.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I got a couple in my mouth. I'm good.
And verdict?
We could just sit here and eat candy.
I know.
It's
Well, we
so
are.
great.
What's the flavor?
I
It's
think
hard to
lavender.
pinpoint.
I think this
Which
is
one? Which one is that? The Southern Mermaid?
I'm gonna
It's
say-
more lavender heavy,
yeah.
yeah.
this is
Lemon? Is there
phenomenal.
lemon in it?
Yeah, they're really
Probably.
really good.
Lemon and lavender.
Lemon,
and-
lavender.
He also has a so his mom during the holiday seasons like Christmas time and stuff like that would make a cinnamon hard candy. And
I'm in.
yeah, and
That's how they
so
started out.
that's how they
Wow.
started out. Is every year his mother would make these cinnamon hard candies, and I can tell you that the what is it? The extra spicy cinnamon
Mhm.
that he has.
Yeah.
Those are so good, so good. And what's nice about them, you'll notice that like there's no weird aftertaste.
Mm-mm.
Like sometimes
true.
you get a candy and it's good initially, but then it leaves that really weird stain like in your
Mhm.
mouth.
And going candy to candy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I can taste. Excuse me, individual flavor.
yeah.
So it's promote time, guys. What are you doing now, and where can we find you the best?
You guys, I'm the Girl IQ. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, 17Live, pretty much everywhere.
All of it.
Yes, and same with me. I'm the Magic Crasher. I will crash your daily routine. So make sure you go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, and of course 17Live.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love 17 Live too. I mean, it's so much fun to go live. On
We
that,
have so
I'm not
much
gonna
fun
lie.
on there.
Yeah, we do. We play
It
video
is.
games on there, and like you guys play Super Smash Bros on there too.
Yeah,
Mario Party.
Smell-
but you know,
Oh,
you,
Mario Party.
Mario Party.
you
guys
have
are good.
you have to get a Switch.
Dude, you have to, because we can
Seriously,
play together.
And
I
We
have
can
Mario
play
Party.
and stream together.
Why are you all?
I have
Do
a
you?
Switch.
let's
Everyone,
play.
okay, fine. I'll get a Switch.
You
Outta
need a
here.
Switch.
You know what I really want is to learn OBS.
OBS, yeah.
I just feel so like.
Oh, do you want a training? We'll do training.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
is he the one that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
it's not
so
that
I have
difficult to set up.
a ROG.
Yeah.
Okay, but no camera. And so I have a
That's a
GoPro
problem.
9. We both do, and we wanted to integrate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Also,
he bought me
what
an
you can
amazing
what you can
webcam.
use, like if you don't have any
there.
webcams or anything,
That one.
you can legit use your cell
$60.
phone.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
that's
There's
freaking
an
amazing.
app from Elgato that you can
$60.
use your cell phone.
Oh,
It's like
Elgato's
That's
great.
awesome.
yeah,
That's
like
what we
it's
have.
like $8,
We have the
Yeah, we need
and
to
then
chat.
you just use your phone.
Yeah. So this is the Nexigo, which is the knockoff of Elgato.
It's great.
I love knockoffs.
So
Knockoffs are the best.
it's not hard. Get my contact from him.
Got it.
And what I do is I scarily remote your computer with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then get you all set up.
It gets all
Dude,
haunted.
perfect.
It's perfect.
That'd be awesome.
You can find
Thank
me at This Is Adam Wylie on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, as well as 17Live.
Yeah.
Justin.
And I am this is Justin C on Instagram, but mostly our Instagram for Backstage Pass is going to be Backstage Pass what is that?
Podcast?
Yeah, podcast
that one.
with Justin and Adam everywhere.
Everywhere.
And
We're on like
then
9 different streaming
We
platforms.
we
at this point.
even have an after hours service.
We do?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a Backstage
Impressive.
Pass after hours.
And that's on Twitch.
And that's on Twitch.
Yeah.
and
you can
so
see us
you
play
can
video games and see Justin get mad at me and why he punched me
Yeah,
in the
it's so annoying,
arm. I'm sorry.
but
You
you're
guys,
you're
like,
highly entertaining.
Very, very competitive.
no, I'm just good at games and can't help it. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's just all it really
so that's
is.
a yes.
Yes.
Like, so you are competitive.
I mean,
Yes.
even your wife Jen was like, "Hey, let's play Connect 4. I love that game." And I went, and I think both
Adam
games
went
lasted
to a
3.5
different
seconds.
zone.
Oh my gosh.
Mentally, Adam wasn't there anymore,
No.
and this
And I just
other
went-
person
I
took
went-
over.
And she's like, "I don't.
Yes,
Where
I
did
love
you win?" I
Uno.
went, "Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm a
there's-
move
there's
ahead.
lid
I'm
for
a few
his,
moves
for his
ahead of you.
cufflinks.
You're not gonna stop the 2-way win now." And she went, "Oh yeah."
Oh, damn.
Okay, fine.
Oh damn.
But this was awesome.
This was
I've
amazing.
been waiting for months to talk to you.
We
guys.
gotta have you guys back. Would you be
We're
willing
here,
to come
we're
back
back.
and
Absolutely,
talk
yeah.
about more stuff?
Yeah.
All let's
Maybe
do
we'll
it.
come back in Utah.
Ooh,
Oh, that
let's
would
do
be
it.
awesome.
A
We
Utah
could
trip.
go to St. George.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd be
Mhm.
amazing. I'm down.
Her mom just relocated permanently for a
Mhm.
while
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
to St. George.
Nice.
So we will be
Around Utah.
more.
More.
And we can always just do maybe a I don't know, maybe a halfway meetup in Vegas.
Hey,
Heck
let's
yeah.
do
That
it.
could
Maybe
be a
we'll do a
possibility.
live from Vegas with us 4.
There
Wouldn't
you
that be
go.
fun?
That would be amazing.
That would be great.
That
Well,
would be
On
fun.
Fremont.
On Fremont.
That shit's
Best
crazy.
street in the world.
Oh,
Best
dude.
street in the world. I love it. I
That
love
was
it.
fun.
So, guys, until we get this group together, David and Rachel Part 2, I'm Adam Wylie.
I'm Justin Claypool.
Thank you for listening to Backstage Bit. Thank you for listening. Wow, I can't talk.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, little lips.
Donald Duck, I swear.
Hi guys, I'm Donkey Lips.
Yeah, see what happens when I
Salute
mess
your
up. Thank you for listening to Backstage Pass Podcast. See you next time.
Oh, that was cute.